Hello, boys and girls. My name is Mr. D'Annunzio, health and PE teacher at Peter Mutual Elementary. I am in the gymnasium today instructing you on this week's video. This week's video will go from April 6th through April 9th. We are going to do some softball challenges today. So what you need for today is you need a ball of some sort. I have a softy ball here, but if you have you could use a tennis ball. You could use something light. You don't want it like a real softball, but you need something that's like a little bit lighter for you to hit. You also need a bat. All right, so I have two different types of bats. I have a thin bat and I have a wider bat for different ability levels. And I also have a tee. Now some of you might have a tee at home, some of you might not. All right, if you don't have a tee at home, this is what a tee looks like. All right, if you have somebody available who can flip the balls up to you to hit, all right, you can use them as not the perfect ideal way, but they can flip the ball up to you and then you can hit the ball into a wall. All right, but the first thing I want to start with, all right, and your warm-up for this week, I'm going to have a YouTube video for you to do a warm-up with. For the activity, we're going to do softball challenges. All right, so you're going to need just a ball to start off with and a wall. So hopefully you have a wall maybe to throw to. Now, if you do not have a wall to throw to and you like to throw with a partner, partners are always more fun to play with. So a parent, a sibling, or a cousin, or even a neighbor would be perfect to do this activity with. So what you want to do with softball, all right, almost the same thing as football. All right, it's always opposites. So if I hold the ball in my right hand, I would step with my left foot and then I would throw at my target. So like I'm throwing at the camera, step with my left, throw with my right. And you can see how my body kind of twists and it follows forward like I'm throwing at the camera. All right, if I were lefty, I would step with my right and I'd throw with my left. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna work on grounders and fly balls. All right, so the first thing is grounders. So I face my wall and I throw the ball at the wall and then I catch it on the ground. And you do that by putting your pinkies together and bending your knees and staying down on the ball. So it looks like this. All right, just like that. All right, and notice I was throwing the ball against the wall and I was catching it on the ground. Now, the ball was bouncing slightly, but again, it's gonna work on you getting down on the ball and keeping the ball in front of you. Now, this ball is a squishy ball, so if it hits you, it's not gonna hurt at all. All right, use what equipment that you have at home. Do the best that you can, all right? When it comes to fly balls, it's really hard to do a fly ball by yourself. If you have a partner, it's perfect to do it with. All right, your partner can throw you the ball and you can catch the ball in the air. Now, a few different ways you can do that. One way is there's only one right way. It's by putting your thumbs together and your pointers together, making a Hershey kiss and catching the ball. So the ball is up and hands are together. Ball is up, hands are together, and you pull it in, all right? If you are by yourself, you need to do this skill. So what you can do is you can stand, find a spot on the wall, all right? And you want to throw it against the wall and then catch. Throw it against the wall and catch. Against the wall and catch. And you can push yourself. Now, the harder I throw, the further the ball might go. All right, so here we go. And I might have to move back on the ball. All right, so again, these are fly balls. You can also throw a ball up to yourself and just catch. All right, these are different variations of throwing and catching. Just a friendly reminder, pinkies are together, catching a ground ball. Thumbs and pointers are together while catching a fly ball. All right, so far the skills are throwing. We've worked on throwing and catching on it, all right? We're working on throwing skills. We're working on catching ground balls, and we did catching fly balls. Now we're gonna work on hitting. Now hitting, you need a tee. If you don't have hitting, if you don't have a tee, then you can have a partner. Now the tee, there's no substitution really for a tee because a tee keeps the ball up and allows you to hit the ball without having it pitched to you. All right, if you don't have a tee, you can have someone stand on the side, take a knee, and they can flip the ball up to you, and you can hit the ball into a wall. Or if you have your near a field, you can hit them out into a field, or even if you're in your backyard. All right, but for me, I'm gonna put my ball on the tee. And again, I have a bat. I'm gonna use both bats to show you, but with the bat, you wanna put your one hand at the bottom of the bat. So if you're a righty, I write with my right hand. So I'm gonna put my left hand towards the bottom of the bat. My right hand goes on top of my left hand. That's the proper hand position on the bat. If you're a lefty, your right hand goes to the bottom of the bat and your left hand goes on top of your right hand, all right? And in softball, all right, the stance, that's gonna be hard to see on video, so I'll do my best that I can. But if I'm facing the tee, I'm gonna just show you from this point of view. All right, here's the tee. All right, my left foot is even with my left shoulder, my right foot with my right shoulder. My bat is up, and when the ball is pitched, I step, I twist, I turn, and I follow through my swing. And the bat should almost come around to touch me on my left shoulder. So one more time, I step, I turn my shoulder, I pivot my back foot here, pivot, come through, and swing. Now, obviously, I missed the ball because I was not trying to hit the ball. All right, I was showing you. Now, that was a righty swing. A lefty swing would be just the opposite because I would have to switch my hands on the bat and I would go to the opposite side of the plate. So I went from the right side of the plate to the left side. And the way you know that is if you face the plate, here's my home plate, I put my right hand up, that's the side I go to if I'm righty. Lefty, left hand, I go to my left side. And it'll be just the opposite. So left hand's on top of the right hand, I face the plate, I step, and I turn and I swing. It feels a little bit weird for me because I'm not a lefty. So, hitting wise, you want to keep your eye on the ball. All right, I'm gonna slide this over just a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. You want to keep your eye on the ball. And again, hitting it into a wall or a fence is always the best because then you don't have to chase it. And what you'll do is you'll take a step, you want to turn, and you want to get the barrel of the bat. The barrel is the big part here, the meaty part of the bat on the ball. So here we go. I step, turn, and the ball flies off the bat. All right? One more time. Ball up, step, turn. Ball on the tee, step, turn. That's a good one. All right? Now, if you don't have a tee, you can have someone flip you the ball. Flipping the ball, I actually prefer someone flipping me the ball for competition. And you are all in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. So hitting off a tee, even though you're in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, it's not really elementary because some of your best players, even in high school, hit off of tees to work on their skill and work on their fundamentals. So it's absolutely fine to hit off a tee. For me, I always need a challenge. So if you can find that person to flip you a ball, it's always gonna be more fun, always gonna be more interesting. You can still do the tee if you have one, but if you have that opportunity to have someone flip you the ball, that's the best opportunity, all right? The skills that we worked on today would be the same skills that we would work on in class. Nothing would change, okay? The only difference would be we probably play some sort of game, which we are not gonna do with this. I wanna keep this just skill-based so you can have some fun on your own. You can go your pace and have some fun with it. Challenge yourself, okay? That's the best part about this, is go your pace, challenge yourself, and have some fun. All right, I will include a warm-up to go along with the actual activity. The warm-up will be a YouTube link. I hope you have some fun with the warm-up. And with baseball starting just recently, I want to leave you on one note, and one note only. Let's go Mets. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.